And the little subheading under fractions for the day is, we are changing mixed numbers to improper fractions. Mixed hashtags to improper fractions. And you might wonder why you want to do this, because usually we have improper fractions and we want to change them to mixed numbers. For example, if you have 13 over 5, you know you can't leave that as an answer. You have to make it what? 2 3/5. Well, there are times when we want fractions to be improper, when we do multiplication and division. So we have to know how to go. We already know how to go from improper to mixed. Today we're going to talk about how to go from that to that. And it's a pretty simple process. Let's say I have 7 1/3. Okay. Well, let me tell you what you're doing before you actually do it. Because I can tell you the process, but that won't make any sense to you as why it is. Because the fraction is in 1/3, okay, you want to actually write 7 and cut it into thirds and see how many thirds you get out of 7. In other words, you have 7 whole circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you've got a third of a circle sitting out here. I want to take all 7 of these and make them thirds. Peace, brother. Okay, and how many thirds is this if you counted them all up? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's 21. How do I know? Because there's 7 groups of 3 there. Okay, plus this one over here makes 22 thirds. That's what my improper fraction would be, because each one of these whole number ones is worth 3 of them. But I don't want you to have to draw pictures all the time there. So there is the short condensed version of this, which says to do this. If you're changing mixed numbers to improper, step number 1 is multiply the whole number, multiply the whole hashtag by the denominator, which means this. You go 7 times 3, and that gives you 21. Step 2 is add the numerator to that. So 21 plus 1 gives you 22, and that is your new numerator. Put that over the old denominator. Bam. So it's just as simple as taking the whole number times the denominator and adding the top. That's your new top number, and you keep the same bottom number, which is what we did here. You know, you had 7 whole numbers that each were worth 3, so you multiply that by that and then added that. So if you had like this, 5 1/5, change that into improper, it's just going to be 5 times 5. 25 plus the 1 on top gives you 26 fifths. Or if you had 302 thirds, and you were changing that to improper, you would end up with, Jaden, shoot, 300 times 3 is
900
plus 2,
902.
902 thirds. Or if you had 15 5/8, 15 5/8, 15 times 8 is, any mathematicians out there? Nobody 15 times 8 in your head? Lady Kavard? 120 plus for 5 on top is 125 eighths. Any issues you suppose with that? Let me see if there's other stuff in the book that might actually do it. Yeah, no, that's about it. Any questions, concerns, worries, anxieties, frustration?